Hello, Kaiko here, and welcome to the chaos. Let's go. Let's go this way. Oh, we're actually in Fontaine now, so we should actually try and get the chests when we come across them instead of skipping them like we have been this entire time. Okay. Let's get rid of these guys. It'd be real convenient if we had a treasure compass, but we do not. So, never mind. Okay, let's get rid of this Gardamek. Come here, Gardamek. We got this. Please, just there we go. There we go. Oh, hello. Realogen, Jen? Real? Okay, you gotta tell me how to pronounce that, otherwise I'm going to say it wrong. Realogen? Jen? Just Jen? Hello, welcome. We are doing Fontaine's Archon quest. Finally. Well, part of it. I don't think we're gonna get a lot of it done because I always get distracted. Because look, there's a chest. It should be vacher, but with the French sound vacher. Vacher. Like vacher? That makes a lot more sense than vacher. Vacher? Is it vacher? And Sardine is Sardine. Sardine. Okay, that's also horribly off. Sardine and vacher. I don't know, maybe? Maybe? Oh, I have a voice message. Okay, let me hear how Chadapi says this. Just call you Jennifer like everyone else. Okay. Hello, Jennifer. Let me write that down. I say write that down. You can make notes of these things, and let me add it as a note because I'm going to forget otherwise. Okay. I sincerely hope you didn't tell me this before because then I'll feel embarrassed. Well, it'd be more like, oh no, but wait, did I not save it? I thought I'd saved it. Oh no. Okay, it's just like that. But yes, okay, I'll try and remember that. Voice note. Okay, yes. Let me listen to Chadapi's voice note, and then we can see if I can pronounce these because I probably can't. Can't. I don't know. Okay, it sounded like vacher. Vacher. Something like that. Vacher and Sardine. That's so different from how I was saying it. Oh no, okay. This is fine. Let's get rid of these guys. Close enough. Great. This is good news. Ah! This is fine. Oh, okay, the slime's gone. Okay. One good thing about being a Fontaine and like half the enemies being water-based, really good for the heater. really good for the heater. So let's grab this chest and then let's go towards Poisson, which is over there. I wanted to run there because I wasn't sure if there were going to be people here, because this feels like a location where there might be people, and if there's people, we got to chat to them. We got to chat to them. So I thought it'd be better if we started from the outside to make sure we didn't miss anybody when we were going to chat to people, because we would. 100% we would. Okay, what's this? There's an orb. I've picked up the orb. But what can I do with this orb? Oh! I can put it over here. Oh! Oh! And I got a chest for it. Great. Perfect. Ooh. Interesting. Okay, well let's go down here. We don't actually want to, we want to go into the tunnel. How are we gonna get into the tunnel? Okay. Well, there's an Oculus! Okay, before we go into the tunnel, we're gonna go around the outside of this building. Because there's an Oculus there. I want the Oculus. So let's climb up here. This is a little bit precarious. This is definitely not very safe, but it's probably gonna be okay. Hopefully. Maybe. Oh, this is fine. This is fine. I could make it there. Oh gosh, okay. Okay, this is fine. Yes! Success! Okay, oh, there's some birds. Okay. Oh, lots of birds. Oh! Yes! Goodbye to all 200 potatoes. Maybe I should buy some more. Okay. Hello, Hinterman. I have all sorts of fish here. Would you like? What would you like? What is this place? Welcome to Poisson, a little place for us fishermen. Ah. The sights here aren't as grand as you'll see in the city, but everyone here lives a leisurely life. Yes, I should probably mention the terrain here can be quite slippery, so if you're here to travel, do watch your step. Let's have a look. Please do. Oh, he has got all sorts of fish. Okay. Okay, I really don't need those. Ooh. I could do with more of these, though. I'm just gonna buy 5 of those. 5 is a really small number. This is very sad. Do I need more shrimp? Can't hurt. Let's buy some more shrimp. Do we need these? No. Do we need crabs? No. This is fine. Okay. Oh, a friendly fisherman. Very nice, very nice. Okay, let's keep going vaguely down. Oh, these boxes. Those are real boxes, so we cannot break them. Nina Tidalga. I also don't know if I'm saying that right. Okay. Well, you can get some here. I don't know how many you can get because I didn't count. I just ignored it. But you could. Okay. Let's go down here. In we go. You get 10. Ooh. Yes, I feel like I got all of mine from exploration. As in, like, when you send people on, like... You know when you go to Catherine and you send people on expeditions? That. I think I did that. Okay. Well, in we go. Oh, there's Navia. Hello. You need 200. Send people on those expeditions. Whoa, what a huge ship. Why would a ship be anchored in a place like this? There's no need to be so surprised. While it made it like a ship, it's actually the Spina di Rosala's headquarters. My father was the one who asked for it to be built like this. Perhaps our tastes in exterior design is the only thing we occasionally had in common. Gigantic and glamorous ship embodies discovery, opportunity, ambition, and conquest. It symbolizes Spina di Rosala's bright and limitless future. I think I'm starting to get why you like it. And Paimon thought you were bluffing when you said Spina di Rosala had a glorious past. Paimon was confused why a group with such a history would live in the sewers. But now that Paimon has seen the ship for herself, she's being convinced. Well, Poisson is where Spina di Rosala began, after all. It's our main base, our home. Okay. Okay, well, we gotta go further down. I'm keeping an eye out to see if there's anybody to talk to, because we like chatting to people. And also, there could be some resources. There's somebody over there, and there's somebody... Ooh, there is an Oculus somewhere. Is it in this giant crocodile fish thing? Use these fishes for hash brown materials. A good shout, really. Hello, Yvette. Mind don't get hit. Tools aren't living people. They don't know where they're going. How do you do? Oh, a youngster with manners. Looks like you aren't one of those blockheads Spina newbies. I work with those clumsy idiots way too often to maintain a good temper. Of course, not that my temper was ever all that good. May I ask who you are? Right, forgot to introduce myself. I'm the technical advisor to the Spina di Rosala. I might be old, but my hands and brain still work just fine. I don't let the headaches I get with greenhorns who keep breaking things fool you. I very much enjoy my work here at the Spina. Back when I was at the Fontaine Research Institute, I quit on my own too. Too hard working with people with my crappy temper. As it turned out, that was a smart decision. Otherwise, you might have had to find my bones at the bottom of the sea. Things are different here. Doesn't matter if you're 8 or 80. So long as you've got the ability, there's a place for you to use it. How fortunate. Yes, perhaps this is how fate is telling me you're on the right path. But as a former scientist, I have to say that this is all too abstract. In other words, the right path, as in an ordinary society, should be one where people with proper capabilities gain recognition. Oh, teachings of order. I do like the names, like whenever you randomly get one from like a random person you chatted to, it usually like it makes thematic sense. I like that. I like that. Okay. Where am I? A little bit lost. Okay. Should we go talk to Malice, or should we try and talk to all the people? I think we can go to all the little like areas. But first, is there anything up on this building? This feels like it should be climbable. And there should be something to get from climbing it. Hopefully? Nope, I just climbed it for no reason. Okay, let's go... Okay, let's go along the bridge. I guess? Ooh. Oh wait, where does that go? Ooh. Let's go up there. I don't want to miss any random bridges, so we're going to go up here first. And then we can go back later. Across the other path. What's this? Oh, a dull blade. Very nice. Ooh, let's cross this rickety bridge and see what's up here. Absolutely nothing. What is the point of this? Is it like a vantage point to let you get up there? Okay. Well, I'm just going to jump onto the ship now. It would be a shame not to at this point. So let's climb up here. Let's climb onto the top of the ship. Because I saw... Oh! I saw an Oculus. Ooh. Oh! There's a chest in there! Aha! Aha! Okay. Up we go. Oh. Okay. Well, let's jump over here. Can we get over there? Yes, we can. Okay. Oh, that's nice. Well, let's get down a bit. Anything else on this little ship? It's quite pretty though. Look at that. It's got some little decorative stars. I was doing a really bad job of showing you one of those. There's a star. No, there's a bush. There's a star. Wow. And Malice is here. We're probably supposed to talk to. Malice, we're back. Apologies for the wait, Demoiselle, and our most important partners. You said before that you still had some business at the court. What brings you back to Poisson so quickly? About that, it's because my partner here reminded me of something really important. You see, what if my father's case had something to do with the water from the primordial sea? You still remember, right, Malice? On that night, it was raining. Yes, the case was quite similar to that of Mr. Linney's. Both were what you'd call impossible murders. Could the mastermind be the same person? Could you tell us a bit more about what happened before? Of course, many years ago, something called synth had begun to gain popularity in Poisson. At a glance, it was a kind of drink that could excite your mood and produce many pleasant hallucinations. Oh. Wait, didn't that guard guy who turned into water also mention that primordial water could be used to produce some kind of potion? Yes, he did. Considering what we know now, it's almost certain that synth was created using water from the primordial sea. If you drink synth for an extended period of time, you'll suffer many side effects, such as losing the ability to focus or control your emotions. And if you were to stop drinking it completely, you'll experience flashes of paranoia and anxiety. While lacking energy to do anything, it's an extremely dangerous substance. As he oversaw Poisson, my father was compelled to put a stop to synth abuse and called for a complete ban of it. Boss's uncompromising attitude incurred the synth vendor's wrath, but no matter how much they threatened or bribed him, he refused to yield. Not only that, Boss became determined to find the mastermind behind the synth operation and put an end to the problem once and for all. Yes, but the enemy was very cunning, so he could never get anything out of the dealers, all of whom only sold the stuff and weren't privy to the rest of the operation. Recognizing that, my father decided to contact the dealers in secret and cultivate personal relations with them. Finally, he was able to convince them to become his informant. The man's name was Jack. He felt greatly shamed about his work after seeing many families destroyed by synth abuse. That night, my father hosted a banquet at this countryside estate. He planned to meet up and exchange information with Jax over some food. But then we heard 2 gunshots from the courtyard. We raced to the scene and found my father still holding a gun and Jax, who was already dead on the ground. Huh? How did that happen? Weren't they on the same side? That's just like Lenny's case, doesn't it? In both cases, the culprit seemed obvious, but neither appeared to have any motive at all. Looking back on it though, I now believe the most important clue was something we all overlooked at the time. There were pieces of clothing left at the scene. So they could have belonged to someone who got dissolved? Precisely. It's all thanks to you that I made the connection now. Back then, we all just thought that they were some costumes that Jax used to disguise himself at the banquet. But considering it now, it's almost certain they belonged to a third person at the scene. With one extra person, we also need to reconsider why the 2 shots were fired. Maybe your father got into an argument with Jax, but it's also possible the third person was to blame. You're right, we still don't know what happened, but my intuition tells me that we're on the right track to figuring it all out, so I'm finally heading towards the truth. Jax was an empathetic man who was infinitely remorseful for his past actions. It's unlikely he turned on the boss with 0 warning. I'm guessing this is like a 3-way shootout, basically. So, the other guy, the bad guy, synth dealer, tried to shoot Jack, and did shoot Jack, and then the boss tried to shoot the other guy. And maybe he missed and hit like a vial, and the vial exploded and covered in water. Or that the synth guy was trying to pour the vial onto Jack, and then the vial got shot, and maybe like twice, and then ricocheted, maybe? I don't know. That's my guess. Okay, I think this third person is probably the key to the full truth. On that note, however, even though this will not please you, Demoiselle, as you and your father's butler, I must still offer a word of warning. Our opponent is insidious and cruel, they're extremely difficult to deal with, and Boss has already lost his life trying to bring them to justice. Even though Spina Rosula has lost most of its former glory, Poisson has welcomed a new time of peace, and we've been allowed to live out our lives. There's no need to follow your father's path, it would be both wise and in line with Boss's wishes to step back and give up on the case. If that's indeed what he wished for, then he would have told me that himself. Was I not the closest person to him, and yet I was the one who most kept in the dark? What was the point of him dying without sharing any secrets he knew? Did he manage to protect anything in the end? Since it's still here, Callas the Unfaithful is still his epithet, and Spina Rosula is barely getting by, nothing has changed. Did he think I'd just accept his meaningless death and live out my life just as meaninglessly? I'd never accepted that, ever. Not since that day, and certainly not now. I want to find the real answer for everyone's sake, for the missing girls and the victims, and for myself. Navia, this is indeed the best moment to act. Your partner appears to be quite reliable, and most importantly, Demoiselle, I think you're also ready to take this on. So you do know something else, Melis? Yes, I do. In fact, even before the banquet, Boss already knew of the connection between Synth and the serial disappearances case. But what drove all the tensions to the boiling point was the revelation that you, Demoiselle, had been selected as the next target to disappear. What? Boss also didn't tell you that he had been diagnosed with a rare illness. The doctors told him that he had no more than 5 years left to live. And the serial disappearances case caused him great anxiety. 5 years was nowhere near enough time to resolve this long-standing conflict, but once he passed away, all the danger would pass on to you. Knowing all of this, he decided to use one final intimidation tactic before his death. He claimed to have already gotten his hands on some key incriminating evidence from the other side, and even told some members of Spina Rosula about the details. As long as you remain safe, he would not share the evidence with the public. If something were to happen to you, then he and all those who he had told would immediately expose all they know about Synth and the disappeared victims. Alright, so nobody would be able to get off scot-free. As we've seen, Boss's tactics has worked. Even though Boss has been gone for a long time, the other side has not yet tried to take Demoiselle's life. No, I don't believe it. He never appeared to look sick to me. No father wants their daughter to see them weak and haggard, especially someone as proud as Boss. To him, dying in duel and suffering lasting dishonor as the unfaithful were so far preferable than losing face in front of his daughter. Ah, so he chose to die in silence so that he could protect me? I'm afraid you're not understanding this correctly, Demoiselle. What Boss wanted to hand to you was not a parasol, but a sword. If Boss's spirit could hear you telling me that you want to find the answer for the sake of everyone involved, I'm sure he'd be extremely proud. That fool, couldn't he have just given it to me straight? No, he might have set up everything precisely because he never thought I'd be able to understand him. Is that the amount of confidence he had in me? And what if I was never able to make it to where I am now? He gave you the choice to live how you want. I suppose that's true. With the way he set things up, if I wanted, I could have just lived out my life without a care in the world. But thankfully, he rarely talked to me about complex matters and thus understood little of me as a person. In this case, he really didn't need to give me an easy way out. And Melis, what was the key evidence that he shared with you? It's the location where synth is produced. Essentially, it's the enemy's headquarters. When he was threatening the enemy, Poisson spared the specifics of the incriminating evidence he found. I didn't share it. But if you want to use it against the enemy, you'll still have to take several things into consideration. Why, if we know where the place is, can't we just go storming in? You mustn't forget that we're fighting against a mysterious and dangerous organization that's been in operation for decades. There's no telling what might be lying in wait at their headquarters. We also have no idea what kind of people we might be able to find inside, nor what people we may be able to capture. But a single visit to their headquarters would be tantamount to a formal declaration of war. The worst case would be that we leave empty-handed, but also open ourselves up to full retaliation. In that case, why not work with the Fontaine authorities? Well, you saw one of them dissolve during Mr. Lillian's case. We have no idea just how thoroughly they may have been infiltrated. That's true. Seems my father really had no choice. But things are different now. It should be a lot easier to prove the other side's guilt now that we've connected Synth with the disappearances case. You sound like you put a lot of thought into this, Mellis. I'm the butler, after all. I live but to serve the boss and Demoiselle's will. I've always been willing to take on any kinds of risk for your sake, but considering my relative lack of ability, I've spent my time keeping secrets, performing basic investigations, and waiting for the right time to come. Thank you for all of that, Mellis. Have you discovered anything new in the past few years? Let me think. One conclusion I came to was that the enemy must be quite familiar with Spina di Rosula, or at least have an informant planted here. When I announced orders to the organization's members on Demoiselle's behalf, I used to deliberately keep a few people in the dark and observe the reactions of the synth vendors. If the vendors didn't change their plans, the individuals informed of the orders must be innocent. If the vendors packed up and fled, however, then someone must have given them the news. After several rounds of testing and investigative tracing, I've narrowed the suspect list down to 3 people. The first is Florent, Spina di Rosula's senior advisor. Huh? Florent? Yes, surprising, isn't it? He was one of the people that Boss trusted the most, which also means he was someone who understood Boss really well. Thanks to his position within Boss's innermost circle, he always knew our upcoming plans and could thus avoid capture this whole time. There's someone else like him too, Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabriere. Uncle Marcel? What is this Confrérie? It's a guild in Poisson. Boss helped it to grow to its current size and prominence. In the beginning, they were only reselling some daily goods, but now they're one of the richest guilds around with a lot of business connections in the city. They're like a sister organization of Spina di Rosula? Yes, you can say that. When we're fighting against the synth dealers, they provide us with plenty of support. So difficult to imagine someone using their own money to hunt down themselves. The final suspect is Thierry, the man responsible for coordinating information between Spina di Rosula and the guards. Although the guards mostly leave us to our own devices, there are still many activities we have to report to the local authorities. Since Thierry is always in the know about our current activities, he could theoretically also plan one step ahead. I see, these are all people who I communicate with quite regularly. To think that the enemy we've been fighting against has been right next to me all along, among those I trust the most. It's almost too hard to believe. If you want to investigate them, please take every precaution to not alert the quarry. Judging from our experience, the enemy is extremely cautious. Of course, and thank you, Mellis, you provided us with a lot of great information. You're too kind, my lady, I'm just doing my duty. Before I forget, proving Boss's innocence would also mean clearing him of blame in Jack's death. After that incident, Jack's wife and daughter were taken to Spina's care. They still live in Poisson today. If it might help you, you could also pay them a visit. I can make the necessary arrangements. Oh, thank you so much, Mellis. You really are the best. A new case awaits, my dear partner. Leave it to me. I hope we can work together to uncover the truth and end this case once and for all. Oh. Callas' case records! 3 years ago on a rainy night, banquet goers heard 2 gunshots outside the house. When they reached the scene, Callas had a gun in his hands and Jax had been shot and slain. Based on the investigations done then, there was no possibility that anyone else could have done the deed and escaped, and Callas was thus judged to have been the culprit. Ooh. Let's see. Oh, there was a ding. Oh! Hello! Play Excalox? Probably also saying that wrong. Hello! Welcome! Thank you for the follow. I do appreciate it. We're doing Fontaine's Arkham Quest. And I saw something else. I just didn't... let me see. What I got up to? Simple stuff people were doing the Fontanella Film Festival trying to sell. I have no recollection of this. I do remember that there was some scandal going on. Some dodgy people. Was it those people? They're meant to be like absinthe. I think possibly. There's a bit the vibe that I'm getting. Hello, DC PUBG? Hello, welcome. Do I rate accounts? I mean, not really, because yeah, exactly, as Shadowpiece says, I don't even build my accounts in the expected manner, and therefore I have no idea what's a good account or not. I can only rate based on vibes and vibes alone, based on what your combinations are and whether or not I think those people as a group are a good vibe. Because I have, again, I had the tiny team. Is this a good team? Absolutely. Is it actually a good team? Probably not. I just always use the tiny team. So I have no idea what's a good character, or what's a good stat, how to level them up properly. Usually I just wait till someone in the chat tells me I'm doing it wrong, or I just Google it and go with whatever the first Google result is, which is usually probably a bad thing to do. I don't know what I'm doing. So, I could rate it, but my rating would be meaningless. Absolutely meaningless. But someone else might be able to tell you. Just not me. It was them. The 2 or 3 that got arrested. Ah, I see. They're back again. Ah, these people. So suspicious. So suspicious. And the fact that they're already caught, because you were supposed to have done the Archon quest first, definitely. I just hadn't, which means that they already caused problems beforehand. Okay, so this is how you're supposed to get up here. Okay. We gotta chat to all the people, including the family members of Jack. But first, is there anything back here? Because we gotta explore. It would be a shame to come into this area of Poisson and not go exploring. So I don't see anything here though, which is good. I mean, it's not good, but it's fine. We can carry on then, I guess. There's probably more stuff to see on the structures, so if we try and vaguely follow the path, it'd probably be better. Hello. If you hadn't told me, I would never have known that he was in this line before. I mean, it's not completely unreasonable. Doing dirty business doesn't mean you don't accumulate experience, right? Now he's changed jobs to some sort of financial consultant, managing a few investment trends to the boss every so often for some easy mora. Pretty sweet deal. Agreed. Speaking of which, I'm reminded some kid who wasn't able to join the Spina Rosula. Had a silver tongue, he did, but no real ability. Lately, I've heard he's gotten mixed up in another faction, and he's been walking with a real swagger since. Oh, that's dangerous behaviour. Ignoring the Paleo Morania like that. Reckon he'll be invited to sing at the opera soon enough? Okay. What's down here? Anything this way? Let's go down here first. It's American Pie Day. It is American Pie Day in 2 days. Are you going to make a pie? Or eat a pie? If you don't want to make it. I think you should. Definitely. Okay, wait, that just also regular Pie Day? I'm trying to think of how else you would make British Pie Day, unless it's... Right. That would be impossible otherwise, because there aren't 31 days in April, so it's probably just regular Pie Day. Because you couldn't do 31 of the 4th, and you couldn't do 3 of the 14th. So... you could only do 14th of the 3rd. That's the only one that works. Okay, so let's see if there's anything down here. Ooh, what's this? Oh, it's a ladder. Huh. Ah. This is where I'm actually supposed to be. I wasn't supposed to be where I was supposed to be. I was supposed to be getting distracted. Let me keep going. Let's go around the bottom first. Hello. Let's rest for a moment more. No hurry to head back out to sea. Hello there. Hello, here to buy fish? Sorry about that, but I'm currently enjoying a no fishing season. That is to say, I'm on vacation. When out at sea, one can take a stroll in the breeze, listen to the flowing water, and think about the countless souls that live alongside the fish. Interesting, no? It only brings to mind that one phrase, one who sleeps with dead fish lives still, but one who sleeps with living fish... Don't take that so seriously, it's just a bit of a vulgar joke amongst us fisher people. I mean, the line trails off, doesn't it? Why, we could just tack on something silly like it's a blubber beast, or is a bubbly seahorse, or something like that, eh? The underwater world must be a lovely place. Alas, I can't dive, so all I can do is listen to the Arcanal talk about it. Okay, I guess she doesn't want to sell us any fish. Hello. What shall we do later? Shall we try racing to see who can get from the town to the big boat faster? I haven't got time for that at the moment. Oh, I get it. You're one of those people with things to do, like my dad and mum. Grandpa says that you shouldn't trouble people like that, so I won't bother you anymore. I'll play by myself. I'm very good at that. Even playing by myself can be a super fun thing. Well, I guess a super fun thing number 2. Number 1 is when Navia comes around. Do you need me to tell her? You know Navia? Awesome! Let me think. No, it's okay. Navia's one of those people who have things to do. If I disturbed Navia, Grandpa would lecture me again. But since you're Navia's friend, and you're my friend too, have this. I won't take no for an answer. Ooh. Oh, oh, he gave me some sweets! Wait, come back here. I wasn't done talking to you. Okay. What if I say do your best? Huh? You don't want to race me? Alright then. No, I do want to race you. Oh, it won't let me race it. Okay. Let me just... Okay, tell me about Vix's Navia. She's the one the adults call the boss. But that sounds super serious. Makes her sound like some old guy smacking tables and yelling at people. That doesn't seem like Navia at all. Whenever she's around, the town's a super lively place. Even the grown-ups laugh and are happy. Sometimes she even brings some amazing clockwork toys back for Granny Yvette to look at. The look on Granny's face when she sees them, you know, the kind people have when they want to say something but to hold back. It's pretty funny. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Oh, is that a potato? It's a potato! Yes. Potato 1. I don't think we're gonna reach the record set in the last stream, but we're making a start. Hello. Oh, hello there. I'm a diver employed by the Spina Rosula, so I usually don't accept outside commissions. I hope you understand. Tell me about your diving. If people without visions want to dive, they need to go through specialized training first, and they must be accompanied by a professional diver when they first go underwater. The underwater world is very beautiful, but never underestimate its potential dangers. For example, most people only pay attention to whether their diving equipment is intact and functional, but ignore their own physical condition. If you do not warm up before a dive, or if you cannot adapt to the water pressure in time, you can get muscle cramps or symptoms such as tinnitus. Oh, she makes a good point. She makes a good point. Oh, chest. I really wish I had a treasure compass so that I could navigate around here, but sadly I do not, because I think you need to have reputation for that, and we don't, and we haven't done that. Like, we don't have, what do you call it? We haven't got a reputation yet because we haven't unlocked that type of quest, so that's not so good. Oh, hello. Do I want to go down here? A little bit, yes. Is this the wrong way? Probably. But you know what? It'll be fine. But where is this going to take me? Hello? Hello? Where am I? Where am I going? Oh. Am I rejoining the, like, the ocean? I don't really want to do that. I want to be talking to the people of Poisson. Ooh. I don't know where I am, but this is fine. Hey, what? Hello? Where have I ended up? Well, it's too late. I got curious, so we're down here now. I'm sure this is fine. This is probably a perfectly good place to be. I forgot I had the underwater ceiling though, so that's quite nice. If I am very lost and very confused and kind of scared. Where am I? I'm being surrounded by fish. Where is this? Hello? Hello? Where have I gone? I was over here. Okay. Well, I found a viewpoint. So that's fun. Graveyard of ships! Oh no. Oh dear. Okay. I'm sure this is fine. What could go wrong in the graveyard of ships? Oh, there is a chest though. And a dog. And a guy trying to attack me with a hammer. So I'm gonna just move. Okay. I see you. I see you. Oh, I missed this guy though. Aha! Perfect. Oh, this guy! He escaped. He didn't get caught in my trap. Oh no, he did. There we go. Okay. Okay, let's go up there and let's fight this guy. Because otherwise he's gonna keep attacking me when I'm trying to avoid him. So I see you. I see you. Did I get him? There we go.
The wrong test subject.
Success. Okay, now let's see. What's over here? I saw a dog over here. Oh, and there's some more things. How fun. Oh, and some crates. No potatoes. Where'd the dog go? Oh, I can feed. I can feed the dog. I would like to feed the dog. There's got to be something. They never let you feed the dog for no reason. There's always a reason. Always a reason. Okay, well, I don't want to go there yet. Okay. Anything on the ship? Okay, what about this way? Oh, some oranges! I like some oranges. And there's a whole bunch of chairs. This feels like a thing. Okay. Okay. Ooh. How do we get up there? Okay, I guess we gotta just climb on up. Ooh. Okay. What happens if you feed the dog? I feel like I need to leave a marker there. Oh, is the chicken gone? What happens if you feed the dog? Okay, I'm just gonna leave. Maybe I'll have to Google that. Remind me later to Google feeding the dog in this graveyard of ships. There's got to be something, right? Or am I just feeding the dog for goodwill? Let's take these back. I have 0 patience. Well, no, because I fed the dog once, and then it did. I fed the dog, and then it disappeared. So I fed the dog twice. Nothing happened. I do know that it seems to be taking me all the way back. Oh, not quite. Oh no! Oh. And I disappeared. Well, I'm back, so... But I already fed the dog! The dog's gone! Maybe the dog will be back. Maybe the dog will have come back. I don't know if I scared the dog away. No! Dog's gone. I don't see a dog. Coming to eat this chicken. So I'm gonna leave. I don't have time for this. We're supposed to be questing and or talking to the people in Poisson. We don't have time to wait for a dog that may or may not come back. We can come back again if the dog wants me to come back. But until then, we gotta take all these things back. Wait 10 seconds. But usually something happens immediately. Immediately. Nothing happened. Time me. Oh no, I'm being called out here. Okay. Now let's try and get back to the surface. Oh, these things. I don't have many of these, so let's grab one, grab two, and then let's go through here. Oh, very nice. Okay, so we talked to this diver, and we talked to the fisher lady, and then fisherman, and then just fisher, and then we talked to cover, and then we're going over here now. Anything else? No, but there is a guy. Oh, and a dog. Not the same dog though. Not the same dog. But let's talk to Sedino. Looks like I'm not catching anything today either. I'm sorry, I was in a hurry. Huh? Why are you apologizing? You misunderstood. I'm not blaming you for scaring the fish away. Sorry about that. It's my grandchild who's always running around the place. Neither fish nor birds will stick around upon seeing him. I'm used to it though. I love fishing, for it requires patience and allows for quiet consideration. The fish not being around is unimportant. Carver's parents don't really accompany him at all, so the fact that he can play by himself is already quite a relief. You seem like a patient person. With my age, there's nothing I need to do right away. Now, would you like to stay for a meal? Although I didn't catch the fish myself, the tastes are guaranteed to be good. Ooh, he gave me Poisson seafood soup. That's very nice. Well, thank you. Okay, so we went this way. And then we went over there. And then we should probably climb up the railing. Again. Oh, we can go this way. Oh no, that's where we started. Oh no, we can go across there. But I think we've done the bottom, so we've walked along this bottom layer. We've walked along the top layer, but there's the middle layer we haven't done, and then there's this side. So I'm gonna go over to here and see what we can find. Well, I guess we've done the bottom part of that as well, because that's there. But there's this top bit we haven't done. So let's go and talk to anybody who's over here. See if there's any stuff we can obtain. Like there's more a chest. Very good, very good. And there's Moncello the porter. Hello. Hello, I'm Moncello the porter. Do you know the rules? What rules? Fresh fish, I see. Don't worry, Moncello the porter never cheats his customers. You have questions, I've got answers. We'll exchange what you know for what I know. In equivalent amounts, of course. That's how Moncello the porter rolls. Okay. You are a porter? I transport information from one place to another, just like how sailors carry goods. Information's like futures, no capital, no profit. And trust me, I've got capital spare. Moncello the porter won't run low on cargo to transport, believe you me. I see. Oh, there's a dog. Very cute. I think that actually might be how I got some of my dogs. You can just capture them, but it feels a bit rude to take one if I don't need one, because the dog's just chilling. That's probably Moncello's dog. It'd be kind of rude to steal his dog. For no reason. I would do it if necessary. Anyway, so we've got over here. And then I think we haven't gone down here yet. Yes. So, anyone over here? No? I mean, the quest is over here as well. But, let's see. Hello. Huh? A new batch of goods? I'll get them moved, no problem. By a new batch, you refer to... Relax, I was referring to normal cargo. Monticello keeps saying that information is cargo too, and he's certainly succeeding creating all sorts of unnecessary expectations of us porters. Don't listen to this claptrap. We should do, or just do what we should. Okay. This guy seems a bit fed up with Monticello. Let's grab this. And grab this. Ah, that's where I climbed up earlier, and then climbed back down immediately. Okay, so there's these guys. Oh, there's a cat. Let's keep going this way. And let's grab this. Okay, I think we've talked to everybody now, except these guys. It is settled then, please excuse me and enjoy your conversation at your leisure. Thank you for arranging everything for us, Mellis. Excuse me, miss, you need anything from us? Oh, she looks so upset. Huh? Hey, Navia's all quiet, this isn't like her at all. Let's not bother her for now. I'm sorry I only came to visit after all this time. After what happened, I didn't know how I was supposed to face the two of you. Ah, if it's about that, there's no need to apologize. After my husband died, Spina and Rosula sent us a lot of moral and support. I understood your guilt and apology to be genuine. But aren't all of those things nothing compared to the loss of Jack? I can understand the kind of pain that comes with losing a father so needlessly. You don't understand at all. Oh, she definitely blames Callas. I didn't know how to face you because I don't know what I could possibly bring as a consolation gift. I only know that only the full truth could bring closure to you and to all of us. I'm sorry, I appreciate the sentiment, but you don't have to carry all that guilt. On the matter regarding my husband, my daughter and I have more or less found our answer already. Would you mind sharing it with me? I really can't believe that my father could ever bring himself to shoot Jack. I always knew my husband's money was earned through others' suffering. He told me countless times that if he could turn back the clock, he would never go into the synth business again. He had many regrets and felt that he took the idea of providing for his family too literally. For the longest time, he thought more was everything. So when Mr. Callas came to him with a proposal, he accepted it almost immediately. He tried to be as careful as he could, but even so, he was still found out by the higher-ups. They found out about his betrayal? Papa didn't say that exactly, but Papa did tell me that I should never be ungrateful. Before he left that day, he told me that he had no choice. It was only later that I realized it was his final farewell to the two of us. Does that mean someone ordered Jax to take out Callas? Oh, I don't know that for sure, but you could say that's the conclusion. You could say that's the conclusion I eventually came to. Which is why I'm the one who should feel guilty. Callas had always taken great care of us, both when he was still alive and after he passed away. Even if he fired the shot that killed my husband, it was likely in self-defense. It is impossible for me to hate him for what he had done. But Mama, why is Papa still the bad guy if he did the right thing? Papa always wanted to be a good man, so why did he have to do a bad thing in the end? Well, things aren't always as they seem. You still feel like your Papa was a good man, right? Yeah, Papa was a really good man, the best in the whole world. Then you should hold on to that. If a good man had to do a bad thing, then he must have had his reasons. Regardless of whether he left you a parasol or a sword, he must have done so to give you a better life. Oh. Thank you for everything you've told me. I will definitely find the truth. The current state of things is not something I am willing to just sit back and accept. Thank you. I'm very grateful to hear this from you. Even though your personality is quite different from your father's, your determination when you speak is really similar. You really think so? That's the first time anyone said that to me. Oh. Jack's family believes he had struggled greatly with the order to kill Callas, so Callas acted in self-defense, or was there more to the incident? I still think the answer is going to be third guy came to eliminate Jax, eliminated him, Callas eliminated the other guy, but like missed or something and hit one of the shots hit a glass bottle, and that's what happened. I don't know exactly how we got to this state of affairs, but him having orders to kill Callas, that could disrupt my prediction. Oh, Heshia's here. Hello. Welcome. We're doing the Fontaine Archon quest. We are gathering testimony about the fateful night when Callas may or may not have committed a murder. Hello. I'll leave my husband's case to you. Thank you, Miss Spina and Miss Spina's friend. Okay. I talked to Florent. Who is Florent? Ooh. The guy wasn't there earlier because we talked to everybody. Are you okay, Navia? I'm fine, don't worry, let's investigate the 3 suspects next. The rest should be nearby, and we should be able to find Thierry and Uncle Marcel in the city. I'll get myself together on the way, so please don't worry. He was not here earlier. Greetings, boss. How may I be of assistance today? Okay, we gotta guess which one's the dodgy one. Okay, look at this man. He does have a mustache. I remember last time I thought someone was suspicious because of the mustache. But his eyebrows aren't that angry. I think the dodgy guy, from the very base descriptions, is going to be the guy who was with the guards. Like the go-between between these guys and the police. Because he had suspicious eyebrows. Angry eyebrows, that's my guess. Based on absolutely no information, that's who I think it is. I'm sure you've heard about what happened at the Opera House. Someone's got turned into water right in front of us. Yeah, I've heard. With something that dramatic, I'm sure journalists will milk it for what it's worth, and it will all be the talk for the next several weeks. It also reminded me, on the day the incident happened with my father, it was raining outside and we found some clothes left at the scene. After my partner here put the dots together for me, I feel like we should try to reopen his case. Can you do me a favour and try to recall what happened that night? Let me think. Mr. Callas was feeling pretty upbeat that day, so he was drinking and bantering away with us at the table. After that, he told us that he wanted to get some fresh air, so we let him go without thinking much of it. Who knew that we would hear 2 gunshots ring out right after? My first reaction was that Mr. Callas' life was in danger, so I grabbed my holster and made a mad dash towards the scene. When I got there, it was already too late. Mr. Callas was standing over a dead body with a gun in his hands. All we could do was look back and forth at each other, not knowing what to say. So you also remember 2 gunshots then? Indeed, the guard said the first shot didn't hit anyone, while the second killed Jax, but I've never really bought that explanation. Reason being, Mr. Callas had left his gun on the table. I even made sure to confirm that before running to the scene. But according to the guards, that doesn't mean he couldn't have had other guns on his person. About the clothes at the scene that you mentioned, do you think that there was a third person there who turned into water? It's very possible. At least from our perspective, my father had no reason to kill, so he would also have no reason to bring an extra gun with him. The gun he was holding probably belonged to Jax, or a third person on the scene. That makes a lot of sense. So you're saying Mr. Callas ended up with the gun because he seized it from one of the other guys? But hold on, if that's what happened, why didn't he share the truth with any of us? He didn't even want to face the Oratrice machine and chose instead to prove his honor in a duel. Did he lose all faith in the courts after seeing someone dissolve right in front of his eyes? About that, Ernest told me a thing or two, so I think I can understand why he committed to the duel. I'll tell you everything once the whole truth has been revealed. I understand, then I'll leave Mr. Callas' honor in your hands, boss. And if I may just say one more thing, the whole Callas the Unfaithful epithet has been a thorn in my side since the day it was invented. And people have laughed at me for still calling him Mr. Callas, even after so many years have passed. But it was Mr. Callas' trust that allowed me to rise through the ranks of Spina di Rosula and live the life I lead today. No matter what others might say, he'll always be the man I respect the most, and he'll always be my boss. Don't worry, I will definitely find the truth. You and all our other compadres at the Spina deserve to know the truth as well. Ooh. Florent, the advisor to the Spina di Rosula, claimed that he was very grateful to Callas for his kindness. He was also present at the banquet on the day of the case and can provide evidence that Callas did not carry a gun with him when he went out. My apologies, boss, for that last sentimental bit. It's just many years have passed while I've held my tongue. It's not often that I get to share my true feelings with others. Oh. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. If you'd like to see me play live, then check out my Twitch channel. You can find me on Wednesdays and Sundays at 8 PM GMT. Thanks again, and have a great day.